up, everyone? This is Kyle, Kyle Thomas, aka the Horrorphile. Wanted to do a review of a movie I just watched. I'm actually hanging out at the pool at my apartment complex. There's like no one out here, and it's kind of a dreary day. I'll kind of show you. There's my son in the water right there. I'm the only one out here, so kind of wanted to do a review of a movie that I just watched. I really liked it. I thought it was awesome. It's a Korean movie. It's called Macabre. Cracking open my beer. I got this cheap Milwaukee's Best Light. Been drinking. So, I want to do a review of a movie called Macabre. It was kind of a suggestion, I guess. I saw it on one of Moods' pages, or one of his videos, I guess. And I wanted to do a review of it. I watched it last night. I actually finished it this morning. I'd fallen asleep. But it was pretty fucking crazy. It was a movie about this Korean family. Well, I guess they were like a bunch of friends, and they decided to go on like a getaway. And they stop at this. They're leaving to go on this getaway, and this girl walks out in front of their car. She says she got robbed, and they try to take her to her house. Well, knowing all along it's a setup. I mean, it was obviously a setup. When you see this girl, she's just really sketchy. But they bring her to her house, and you know, the house, the mom and the brother and stuff, they're offering for them to stay the night, to eat food. And one of the women in the group that's going on this vacation, she's pregnant with her baby and with her husband. So they start hanging out at this house, and it's very odd off the start, because this mom looks really weird, and like there's just all kinds of like weird stuff going on. I mean, you could tell it's kind of sketchy, but I mean, they stay, they eat. You could tell kind of off the bat they're kind of like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of family. I mean, they're kind of like, as far as like the food they eat, it looks like human flesh and stuff like that. So they stay and they eat, and weird stuff starts happening. The food is obviously like laced with like some I guess sedatives, and they all start falling asleep. Like all the people start falling asleep, and this fat guy that's like in this like basement comes out, and he starts dragging them all to the basement. Honestly, it's a really close resemblance to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, in my opinion, because you got this kind of fat dude who's, I guess, Leatherface in a way, because he's chopping these people up and putting them in trash bags. And then you got this family that kind of looks like they're normal from the outside, but you could tell as a viewer that like it's like the mom looks really weird, and like the brother is really odd, and but it's crazy, man. This movie, like, this family's like nuts. They start like killing everybody, and there's no explanation of why they're doing this. Like that's the only thing that I wasn't really, I guess, happy about, is like there wasn't really that good of an explanation of why they were killing all these people. They just started killing all of them and putting, you know, well, they started to try to kill all of them and put their body parts, they're chopping them up, put them in bags. The only explanation you really get, and this doesn't really spoil anything, it's kind of obvious, is that the mom is like training these kids to like kill people. That's really it, and you don't really understand why. I don't know if it's like a Satanist cult, or it's like a weird cult or something, but yeah, I mean, it's very Texas Chainsaw Massacre like. The main characters, you really feel bad for them, because the one main character, she's pregnant, and you know, she's about to have a baby, and the woman main character, like the bad woman, she like gives her a sedative to like force the baby to come out, and then she tries to steal the baby, which is kind of crazy. There's a lot of blood and gore in this movie. Like, I really was surprised, like, by the amount of blood and gore. Like, it was more than normal, and I honestly really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really awesome, like, Asian cinema flick. Highly recommend checking it out if you haven't. It's called Macabre. I think it came out in 2009. I don't really, the director for me is unknown. It's like kind of like a brother type director. It's like the brothers that created it. A lot of people die in the movie. Not everyone dies, but a lot of people die. There's a scene where like the main bad woman starts like chopping people up with chainsaws, and the main guy starts chopping people up with chainsaws. You really honestly feel for the characters and the character development. It's definitely, I mean, it's one of those movies that the characters, it's not like a cheap like prom night movie or some bullshit like that. It's like you actually feel like bad, legitimately bad for the characters in this situation. But I mean, I highly recommend checking it out. I mean, if you guys can get a hold of it, I couldn't really find a copy. I downloaded it, but I'm going to try to find a copy just to have in my collection, because I've been really big on like Asian cinema recently. I've been buying a lot of Takashi Miike stuff and you know, Chan Park-woo, and I've been watching a lot of Anthony Wong movies and stuff like that. Really, Asian cinema is just like 10 times better than American. I mean, I hate to say it and hate to be like a downer about American cinema, which there's a lot of American cinema that's great, but Asian cinema is like so much better. It just is. Storylines are better, and I'm really hoping they don't come out with a remake to this movie, because it's too good for a remake. So, but yeah, I want to do a quick review on that. Highly recommend everybody checking it out. Macabre. Like I said, it came out 2009. I give this movie probably a 9 out of 10. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I thought it was kind of like a Your Next type movie, but better. A lot more gore, a lot more violence, a lot more character development. The storyline of it was kind of wishy-washy. That's why I give it a 9 out of 10. Is the storyline was kind of like, I mean, it's kind of a mystery, and then you find out why they're doing it, but you still kind of don't really understand like what the point of it all is. It's just kind of like a cannibalistic kind of like weird serial killer family. And you know, she says a line at the end that kind of indicates that these killings and stuff are kind of like devilish or ritualistic. But yeah, anyway, check it out, Macabre. If you guys haven't checked out any of my other videos, I posted a video yesterday about a package unboxing that DJ Boy sent me. So check that out. I think it's DJ Boy 3275. And like and subscribe my page. And let me know if you guys want to see anything else, any other movies you want to see. So till next time, peace.